What's up, Tiger Squad? Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and telling you guys what you need and what makes a great solo on Dance Moms-ALDC Studios on Roblox. So pretty much, I'm just going to be explaining how, you need to be able to not sing, but maybe how story, all these type of things and concepts, and just give you an idea, pretty much. It's kind of like how to run a team, but just like a solo edition. I'll be doing a duet, trio, and group dance also. So pretty much, I'm also going to be making the logo. Not logo, but I'm going to be making a little dance sign. So pretty much what you want to have is a story. Always have a story for your dance. If you don't have a story for your dance, there's no point in you even having a dance. Because since there's no music, you can usually rely on your music to tell the story for you. If the dancers couldn't memorize, or if the costumes weren't as great, but now you have to count on your costumes and your routines, and you have to tell the dancers the concept. So that way, you can get certain moves and it works. But pretty much what you need to do is after you get your concept together, you want to make sure you're not doing the same. You can't just, if you want to do an acro routine, you can do acro. Maybe add a jazz turn, like a PK turn or something. But pretty much, you don't want to just add a bunch of random things, because adding a bunch of random things inside of a dance is, I think about every single thing I try to add in my dances. I don't really like them being random. Random dances are just boring to me. Having your dancer improv, it's because you didn't have enough time to create a routine for them. You shouldn't have your dancer compete in a solo division in Dance Moms on Roblox if you can't even get a routine ready for your dancer. It's kind of just a known thing, but sometimes you have to tell a coach that, because a lot of coaches, they can try and beat the system sometimes. They aren't fully prepared. That's exactly why you have to have a competition in advance. You can't try and perform a routine that you worked weeks or months on at a regular public competition that just so happened to be in the public server. You want to there are groups on Roblox that are Dance Moms, I'm trying to think, Sheer Talent. You have all these different ones. Sheer Talent. I think they're not Sheer Talent. Starbound. I'm Sheer Talent. I'm getting up Robux for a group. It's going to be Sheer Talent one. Then I'm going to have a Tiger Squad group later on. But pretty much, you need to make sure you have, you need to make sure you're communicating with your dancers, getting a story, getting the idea in their head of how this dance needs to be. And since it's not a duet, it pretty much works, because when you have a duet, they have to be synced, which causes a lot more practice. They have to they can't be on bad terms with each other. If they're on bad terms, it most likely won't work as much as you want it to, because if they can't get along, then they won't even be able to do this dance correctly, how it needs to be done. Which is exactly why you have to make sure the people you assign for this duet have good chemistry, which is pretty much the ultimate thing. And costumes for dances are really important. So if you want to have a certain dance move, if your style, let's say your style is I'm thinking, okay, let's say your style is contemporary and lyrical contemporary, adding front aerials, side aerials, Firebirds, all those type of things. Those help a routine. But if they're just, you can tell when dancers are in random patterns. I know it sounds weird because you don't know how they practice, but sometimes you can just tell based off of how the music is, then how they are. You can just kind of tell that. So that's pretty much the only thing that's kind of the only thing that really stands out in a dance, is when you can tell a dancer is doesn't understand, or they just forgot the moves, so they're just adding random things in. And it can get upsetting, but you need a dancer you can count on. Even if you this really one dancer that's really good, you need a dancer that's just good and that you can count on to actually show up and everything. It's really important. If the dancer you want to can't show up, you have to be prepared to replace the dancer. No dancer is replaceable, but you have to be able to do that if you actually want a working team, because not every dancer on your team will actually be able to do all the dances. So pretty much, you can have a dancer in the same dancer in every single routine. But for solos, you need to make sure your choreography is right. If you have a certain song that is inspired by, find a story behind it if you can't use music. And that's pretty much it. But I'm almost done with the logo. Or not logo, but sign. And this is, oh, I don't like this one. I'm going to find a different one. And so pretty much, just like, okay, here's an arrow. But this dance, lovely. I actually choreographed it a long time ago. It was when I first started out on the Dance Moms game. But it was actually a really good routine for my first time actually choreographing. And so I actually was really proud of it. But pretty much this is like the dance logo. So it was about like being alone. It can also transform into a duet sometimes. But the dance was about being alone and not really feeling like anybody understands you. Which is really not really a problem I've ever had. But I just like loved the concept behind it because I know some people have felt this way. So I was like, I want to dance. Like I want to try and find if a dancer can relate to that. That's really like that's a different thing for me because I like it when a dancer, like on a dance team I work on, they can like really portray the character. I know it sounds weird considering it's a Dance Moms game, but it's like you can tell when they're doing their best that for some reason it always looks better, especially the costumes. Costumes are key to solos, so if you can't really get like a good costume, that's fine. But like there are a bunch of codes everywhere, there are different themes, and that's pretty much all costuming. Same with choreography. Make sure you're actually thinking of moves. And the song, imagine the song in your head. Give them the song and tell them what to look it up on YouTube, what it is, and how to memorize the song. Because that's one of the things I always, like when I had a team, I always told the dancers, I want you to memorize this song from front to back so that way you don't have to worry about forgetting like how long the beat is. All you have to do is just remember the moves. And like when you do the moves, and that's pretty much all you have to do. I don't really like it when a dancer has to like be scared of messing up because that's not really like, I don't like that. I don't like when a dancer's scared of messing up. And because when you get scared, have all this fear in your head, you let the fear take over, and then the fear kind of messes up the whole dance because you let it get in your head. You got in your own head, and it was only you that got in your head, and so pretty much it's like upsetting because you were doing really well. But if you can't, like, you have to give dancers confidence. If you don't give them confidence boost, it's never gonna work. I'm just gonna say it won't work. But that's pretty much it. And this is the last part I'm going to be adding on here. And if you guys like this video and want me to talk more about how to be a better dance coach on Dance Moms, Roblox, and other type of things like that, then make sure you comment down below and press that like button. Don't forget